Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to TenPaths Tarot. Let's start your reading today. Spirit gave us an oracle card to set the tone for the reading, and it is endure. And so this woman has experienced some kind of setback or hardship or a difficult way of thinking, but she is going to move ahead. She is strong, she is brave. There's an owl flying with her. That's her own wisdom. And we have the moonlight, which is spirit guiding her. And so let's see where we start with this. Let's look at your recent past. Now, when I say recent past, that can be different for different people. And the reason I say that is because someone my age, for instance, a year is a much smaller percentage of my lifetime than it would be for someone who is 20. For someone who is 20, a year is a significant percentage of their life. And so that term recent past is a relative thing. So use your own judgment as we move into your recent past. There are 4 cards in the recent past, and we start with the acrobat or the page of stones. So this is talking about someone who is just setting out into life. They're not afraid of working hard. An acrobat has to practice and practice until everything becomes routine. She is focused, even though there's the chatter of her monkey mind in the background, but she is so focused on learning all of the new tasks involved with life here on Earth that she's not going to worry about it. So this could be a young person starting out. It could be an older person who has found themselves having to suddenly fend for themselves, so to speak. It could be somewhere in between where this person feels like one moment, I know how all of this works, and the next, I have to learn a new routine. And then the next card is Merlin, the hero. And the reason he's the hero is because Merlin playfully uses his magic for the greater good. He really wants people to do well. He wants his culture to do well. He is working on behalf of others. And this is what you want. You're the acrobat. What you're really wanting is this kind of magic in your life where you are working for the greater good. Others are working with you toward that goal where everything seems possible because you're the magician. But we have an encounter. And I don't know what brought this encounter on with the illusionist. Now, the illusionist could be mistaken for the magician, but an illusionist is very centered to things here on Earth. In fact, he is a knight of stones, with stones representing our earthly life. But he is very grounded on things here on Earth. He just makes things seem possible that aren't possible. And so you wanted the true magic, but what you got was faux magic. It's not the real thing. This could be a person coming into your life that made you think something could happen that wasn't likely. This could be a romantic relationship. It could be a job prospect. It could be, I suppose it could even be you telling yourself that this true magic was possible, but you might be starting to realize that here on Earth, not really. And so it could be read many different ways. The next card is the Mime, or the Page of Spirals, with spirals representing our dreams. This is someone who is naive or inexperienced. The Ram suggests impulsivity. And a mime thinks they can win people over. And I'm wondering if this mime came under the spell of the illusionist. And maybe because they wanted that magical life, they have believed what that illusionist said was possible. And so now we're moving into your current energy. You're not having to endure yet, but a painful time is here or is coming soon. The next card is the Five of Cups. And I think it's interesting that it's placed over the mime, like so. So up here would be your current energy. This is your past energy. And they were stacked like this. So you went from being this naive person, inexperienced person, to suddenly experiencing a harsh lesson. There is a sudden loss, a feeling of hopelessness, overpowering emotion, and it's a dark emotion. You're left feeling injured, alone, and it could be from another person. The next card is the Seven of Swords. So here something is being taken away from you. He is carrying a precious jewel. He's leaving behind the swords, painful thoughts, memories, and he was stacked over that illusionist. And so I can't help but wonder whether someone came into your life that made you believe the impossible, but it was for their own benefit. They planned on taking your most important asset and taking it for themselves. They weren't concerned with where you fell in this picture. Again, it could be a significant other, it could be a good friend, it could be someone you don't know who scammed you, it could be someone who hired you for a job, knowing they could use your qualities and maybe not pay you enough, or they wanted to be done with you once they were finished with you. So where does that leave you? Actually, not too bad. You're still feeling that intense emotion. But the next card is the Ace of Pentacles. It's the one brightly colored card, and I will show you all of them in a minute, in this current energy. It tells me that although this person took something important to you, whether it be your skills, your heart, physical things that you own, most are left intact. And this shows a crown on top of a mountain. We see the sky, so we know we're looking down, and we can see clearly the land around us now. So in some ways, this has been a valuable lesson. Right now, it doesn't feel that way. You're just feeling the bleakness, the hurt, the loss. But after that, if you can move past that, you will have much more clarity. You will have learned a valuable lesson from this experience, and you will have a clear direction moving forward. Speaking of moving forward, the next card is the Six of Swords. We've got more dark energy, but in this card, He has his memories attached to his boat. He is moving forward. He is always going to carry those swords with him, or at least for a long time. Occasionally, those memories are going to be poking at him, saying, hey, remember me? Remember me? I'm pretty scary, aren't I? But this person is determined to move past that. There we have that oracle card right next to it. They are determined to endure, take what they learned from this experience, and move forward as a stronger person. But it may take a little time. This looks like it was a pretty big loss. I don't know if it's possible somebody passed away. Again, someone took something that belonged to you. Someone betrayed you in some way, and in that betrayal took your emotions with it. The message could vary in details, but overall it's an energy of sudden loss followed by gradual recovery and finishing with strength. Someone who endures is stronger once they come out of the experience. And so you will be a better person in the long run. I know that's not much consolation right now. So I said I was going to show you all of these cards together to show you the kind of energy in your current energy. Look at the dark energy. There's only one bright card. That's your goal now, is to remember that you're mostly intact. Mostly intact. Are you still you? Yes. And so, will you regain some of what you lost? Yes. It might even be richer and better because now you have this experience to draw from. And so that is today's message from Spirit. I am going to put up a link to another video for this channel, and in it I ask you to give me some feedback on the channel that may help it to grow in a way that serves you. I also explain why I do things the way I do, and overall, it's just about growing this channel for you. And so if you want to take a look at that, I would appreciate it. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me, Cancer, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.